Grandpa, couldn't you have used one of the masks in storage for that? Damn kids. My point. Ow. Another.
A long time ago, a man came village.
Kitakami, cousin.
Kami. The people of the village. Is it feared? Because
F-E-A-R. Yes, feared.
It's because they have the white outlines.
Line.
Fucking dyslexia. God damn it.
Okay, that is kind of a weird position.
It's literally
the people of the village feared the man and the ogre who looked so different from them.
I could read all of it. It is literally because of that being over the fucking cut out was the white outlines. That's the only reason I have a problem.
I will give you that. It was kind of a.
So they refused to let the travelers come anywhere near the village. The man and the were saddened that the villagers did not welcome them. But they were happy to just have each other. In a cave on the mountain. Which that also, because of the story and shit, it's one of those, they don't directly say it, but the random just cave indent in the mountain, it is heavily implied that the reason Ogrepon is staying there is because that's where the one guy
and Ogrepon lived, yes.
Man, that's depressing.
Mm-hmm.
The two travelers, the village master.
Pitied.
He made
the word pitied.
Again, it is literally the cause it's white text on a fucking white background.
That was pitied.
And this is why certain
I had that problem initially. I had to sit there
and this is why certain games give you option to basically have not only you can change a game's subtitles to any color, you can also give them any color outline.
And sometimes text in a different background to stand.
Yes. The masks were really work adorned with gems the man brought them from somewhere far away.
Don't say the word adorned much.
Yes. Wearing these masks, the travelers could
hide their true faces and mingle with the villagers.
I know it is one of those, it is a story, but I do wonder, why didn't they put the fucking text in, a text box to make it easier to read? The man and the ogre were overjoyed. They thanked the master maker for his kindness. Wearing the mask, the man and the...
started secretly joining the village festival. Yeah.
Hey, don't you two kind of look like these people we banished? No? Okay, then. Have this candy apple. Soon we came to the it really works. In fact, rumors about them quietly quickly spread far and wide to distant lands. But rumors
exquisite.
Exquisite. Yeah,
again, a word you don't see very often.
Not just the don't see very often. Again, it's the fucking...
It's the fawn over... No, I had... Leaning in, no, that's exquisite. But rumors of exquisite, shining masks attract more than just innocent curiosity.
A group of greedy Polygons soon made their way to the land of Kitakami, and again, because of them being in grayscale, that creates contrast, and I can read that much better. These Polygons sneaked into the cave and went to the man and the ogre lived. And tried to make off with the mask, which were carefully stored away. The man happened to be there. He managed to hold on to one of the masks. But he was not strong enough to protect them all. The Polygons stole the other 3 masks. Several hours later, when the ogre returned to the cave, it found its beloved home in ruin. All that was left were the signs of a struggle.
And a teal mask.
Title drop. Donned the mask and went down to the village, perhaps to search for its friend. It found the greedy Pokémon there,
gloating over their stolen masks, and defeated them. Hey, that you jerks!
I just imagine Ogre Pond, it just walks up with, like, a fucking Kanabo, and it's just, like, beating it, and it's like, other hand, you have some property of mine. And I saw the raging ogre. They felt great fear. Have you seen that stab damage? The villagers thought the 3 Pokémon had fallen trying to protect the village from the ogre. To honor their sacrifice, the villagers named them the Loyal 3.
Entreated.
Entreated.
I think that was how you pronounce that one.
Again, you don't see that word very often. Them with care. Wounded and weak, the ogre returned to its cave alone. Was great sadness. That's terrible. Oh, 3 are the worst. I love how, because of this, after this, doesn't she start calling them the lousy 3?
Yeah.
Why,
and I was that man! Wait! Seriously though?
Okay, you say I was that man, but remember, doesn't later, like, I thought, and we did completely skip over, and I made a joke about, like, unless it is supposed to be, like, hundreds of years ago, or whatever, it's like, every time an old man tells you a story, it's like, oh, I was the mask maker, or I was the guy that befriended him. Doesn't the, like, her brother actually say our great-great-grandfather?
We'll cover that in a minute.
So, like, yeah, but
yeah,
villagers believe their own version of history.
Their family is of the mask maker. They're just descended from. Probably get angry.
Yeah, but my point is that, you know, why they're like the only ones that know the truth.
The mask maker, our ancestor.
Yeah.
It's right here. No. It happened, I just didn't call it.
But I do like that.
I was that man!
But
what?
I do like that idea because it was, you know, their family being the mask maker and shit. That basically shows the only people that know, like, that knew the truth were the one guy and basically the mask maker, showing that those are the only 2 who, like, would probably pass the truth down to their family.
Yeah.
Yeah, family secret. Sorry, if you knew this, why didn't you say any thing? So if you knew this, why didn't you say anything before? Do we talk about great-granddad? No, exactly.
Joking aside, like, they say ancestor, so it's like, clearly not someone from the fucking past. I'm just making a joke. And I was that man! Wait, what?
Like I said in the other recording, it's like whenever in something an old character is the one that sits down to tell a story, commonly the twist, you know, is they're basically the one that, like, lived through that or something, or if it's not exactly them, it would be like they were a child when this happened.
Damn it, like, in that dumb... Wait, if you were that man, 1, how are you here and alive? And 2, why haven't you went back to Ogre Pond? It's like, first of all, I fell through a wormhole. And second of all, you have air conditioning in this time period. I ain't going back to that cave. It's taking
No.
there.
No, better, more fucked up, and more questionable thing. Wait, if you were that man, why didn't you say any thing before? The regret kept me here. Wait, what? He just starts fading away, like it was his fucking ghost this whole time, and the regret of not saying something kept his like spirit basically tied to the mortal coil.
Could also have wormholes because they keep doing that.
Yeah.
We have time-traveling multiverse Giovanni, who has yet to pop back up in a Pokemon game.
Because where do you go from that? Especially considering, remember, that's the one time they actually did do, like, legendary fights where didn't the leaders of every evil team have, like, their versions legendary?
Yeah.
And because of that, he had a Mewtwo, so it's like, where do you go from that? Because, you know, is them all actually having the legendary and shit. It's like, if this Giovanni would show up, this is the only NPC you could basically justify having an entire team of, like, legendaries. Because every time he shows up, he would just have more legendaries with him.
This is also the only NPC we could... Damn it, we could make this more fucking annoying as well on a dumb point. This is also the only NPC that you could justifiably have show up as a super boss, where this motherfucker has an entire team of legendaries and that Mewtwo Mega Evolves.
Or does some other game.
No, I'm making it like no, it's a game without Mega Evolution with a Mewtwo.
That's definitely a ROM hack at that point.
He had a Mega Mewtwo.
What was the Mega Evolution he used for Mewtwo? Was
both?
It? Oh yeah, I forgot he had both.
No, okay, one or the other. It's split.
Yes. Well, you can only have one Mega Evolution active at a time.
Hold on. They split it by version, actually. Might want to do the dumb thing I did. Climb up the mountain, go the long way, go past the one lake to get it at a 5 point, and then jump off the cliff. He had Mega Mewtwo X or Mega Mewtwo Y, depending on if you were playing Sun or Moon. That's the best way to do it. And no, I'm not making up time-traveling, multiverse-hopping Giovanni. Because in order to make that open-ended, man just took his ball to another dimension.
Another dimension.
Record a bit longer.
How long have we been recording?
3 hours. Can maybe go half an hour, roughly half an hour more would stop before the anime.
I might like go until like on and get the crystal. Stop in a minute. The funny thing is, I wanted to not go the full 4 hours, so I can have like off basically, so that I can like off camera have time to game. Okay, the game was freezing there for a second. I was gonna say, I might, stop in a minute, might stop until like 3 assholes are awakened or whatever, and save the basically the last hour or so. So next time we record, it would be like
our recordings would effectively,
especially because
our recordings would be backwards because I did like an hour the first day because it rained, and then I did like 4 hours. So you would do like 4 hours.
Oh, we would do like 3 hours, and then hour, though I also do kind of want to stop because I will also probably off-screen get a bunch of, like, vitamins, or in, like, this case, because it is open, actually go do, like, the higher levels and shit of the one minigame to get mochi so that I can do the same thing when we get to the end of the DLC, just Eevee train.
She bonk, goddammit. She bonk. Better than the bonkening over here.
I want to like Tinkaton so much.
Joking aside, though, the bonkening is a fire.
Yes.
It's the bonkening! Even though... oh, I can't. She might bonk, but she bonk and she suck. Fuck you, Tinkaton. Give Tinkaton a hammer item as the equivalent of the Fit Club, you coward.
No. That would be a terrible idea.
You mean an awesome idea?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. This time I'll win. Go, Inte! Oh, come on! Where the fuck did you get that? Showed up in our yard one day.
I just imagine I just go outside, there's an intake bark.
Exactly.
No, it's also one of those, it doesn't make a bark sound, it sounds like just a guy saying.
No, it's Dan Green saying bark.
Yeah.
That's a deep...
Though if they did, like, if we're going off Pokedex entries and something like that happened, that would then make it so that, like, that would then make it so that when Entei, after it does the bark, a volcano would erupt. Because I believe Pokedex entries that it says every time it barks, volcanoes erupt.
It's big and angry. Also part fighting.
I wanted to see if it was holding an item. It is not holding an item.
And it's using special attacks. Crazy nut.
So then let's just go. I put knockoff on these assholes for a reason. What I wanted to see because
was if they had...
Okay, at least it shows me not to set up on you.
Go and try it.
Because in your footage, after the Poliwhirl set up Belly Drum, we were super fucking scared if it's like, is he going to keep doing that every time you fight him? So after
Belly Drum maximizes your attack
So
stats.
after we got knockoff, I wanted to see if if the later sets were.
I'm still laughing at freaking Entei. Just bark. Wolf. Just get him, Entei. Bark. It's like, where did you get that? Just showed up in our yard one day. No, I don't. And that in and of itself is just a hilarious concept.
Yeah.
That an Entei just showed up here. Just showed up in our yard one day. I gave it some kibble and it refuses to leave me alone. Like, motherfucker gets an Entei because they just showed up and they fed it. Gotta add some challenge. Gotta give everyone a legendary. That's how we add challenge to trainer battles. Everyone needs a minor legendary. No, I don't.
Right. It's taking the game a minute. Okay, yep, no item. Also, I've learned that move, I believe that is not considered a stage drop. Oh, no, it actually is. It's just a special animation.
Yeah.
Interesting. Holy shit! Again, like, unless it's 60, like, no, 68, 67, they are around the same level, so I swear some of these things feel like they have very minor EV training.
Gonna give every one of these guys a legendary. It's gonna be great. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, what is your opinion on the time-traveling, multiverse-hopping Giovanni? I love asking that because we haven't seen him in several years at this point. After they did that, they have effectively not used him at all, which is funny because that setup means he could literally walk out of a portal and basically exist in any Pokemon game that they want him in. And essentially, if you beat him, he could then just retreat into another portal and effectively become a villain that you can pretty much use whenever, because he was literally time traveling and hopping across the multiverse. So if he walks out of a portal and you beat him, he could retreat into a portal, and this would essentially let you use him whenever you wanted, with basically no consequences, because that was literally what he was doing. But after they introduced that Giovanni, other than using him once as the antagonist of the Team Rainbow Rocket scenario, they haven't used him at all since then. So a lot of newer Pokemon fans are completely unaware that the time-traveling, multiverse-hopping Giovanni even exists in the first place. But overall, I find that concept to be hilarious because they literally created a character that can appear anywhere and anytime without technically throwing off the continuity, because he was literally doing exactly what I described. Anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody. I hope you'll come back someday. See you later.